Hi guys, it's Rachel here. Oops, I've got my new microphone on. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But anyway, I thought I would recap as it was suggested to me to do. I broke my nail. Sorry, concentrate, Rachel. Okay, I thought I'd recap what I've made so far, and then we'll get on and make something else. Okay, so this was what I made on day 6. Here, this pocket. Am I on screen? I think so. And it flips up and you can journal on there, and then you can tuck. I don't think I've got that tag. That can go in there, and then you can attach it to the page, and it can you can stitch it around 3 sides or glue it, and it can become a side loading pocket, or it could be a top loading pocket, or it could be on the side of a page and a side pocket. The other option is you could collage on the back with some plain sort of papers, and it could be a journaling spot as well, and then you would just paperclip it into your journal. Or yes, I don't know whether I would have it as a flip out, because you'd only be able to attach it there. It probably would work as a flip out as well. So that's that one. The first 4 days, as you know, I did these, and I did them all in one video because I started late. So a big tag, the bingo card. Now that was a challenge for me. I'll be looking forward to doing some more of those. And then this was my favorite, the postcard. I like doing them. And then this was the bodgy old envelope. So this one, I actually added some washi tape, and I actually quite like that now. So it's a little bit better with those 2 different elements there. So that's what I've done. Oh, and then I also on day 5 did this one, which this I think is my favorite project of all. More complex, and it took me a while to do that one. Yeah, I really like that. And it's got all these pages here and a nice pocket there. Yeah, I think that's one of my faves. Okay, so today I'm thinking, I've got these pages just glued together. I'm thinking I might do one of these. Now let's see, where shall we start? I think I'm going to put some decorative paper on the background. I'm not very organized, I might warn you. Now do tell me, is it louder? Am I louder? I've got my coffee. Oh wait, let me show you my coffee. Here it is, coffee. Oh, it's a really good one too. Just a minute. Got my coffee. I feel like I'm sounding a bit like a scatterbrain, to be honest. I will tell you a funny story in a minute. I probably shouldn't tell you. My sister would say, why did you tell everybody that? It's embarrassing. But I think I have to tell you because I did crack myself up this morning, and I cracked up my husband as well. He thought it was hilarious. Absolutely, it was a happy way for him to start his day. So basically, I did mention, I'll put that aside. Oh, there's my collage pages. I mean, we could, I'm shaking. You see, my microphone has a cord, and I get tangled in it. Now, I did get rid of the tripod, but now I've got a cord to get tangled in. So I probably, you know what? I might just do it right now. If I move the cord, I just didn't want the cord hanging in the video. I didn't know whether it would. So what I might do is just change the direction, because I am a lefty and I had taped it to the left side. But if I tape it to the right side, I'll probably, actually a bit too far away. I probably won't bother it too much. No, I don't think I'll cheat. Like I could literally just put one of my collage, I might put that on the back. But I could literally just stick that down, and I'm pretty much done, really, because the collaging is already done. But I'll put those aside. I might use one of the plain bits. That's one of my other collage pages. Oh, those are not. Those are from, don't know, I think they're from Artie Mays, those. Now, I could use this. I might put that out aside. I like that. Remember, I had done different scannings and things and played around with it, so I had printed them out and they came out in all different sorts of colours, so I still have those floating around. I usually like to use those as pages. Oh, I've got some Tracy Foxes here. Oh, that's nice. Maybe I'll use a Tracy Fox. Who knows? That's one of my old letters on tea-dyed paper. I'll keep that. Keep all of those. I don't need those right now. And here I was worried the videos would be too short. That's one of my letters. I don't think I need that. These are some William Morris, some architectural sort of stuff, which I was thinking of using. Public domain. Now these are all public domain flowers. Now what I was trying to get down to was not those, and not the Tracy Foxes. That's all Tracy Fox. Let's just have a look there, because I actually gathered up all of my printouts because I had printouts everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and I had no idea what I was doing. I really, I do love blue, so I quite like that one as well. Oh, these are lovely, Tracy. I haven't even looked at them since I printed them because I had too much stuff. And so now I'm looking at them again, and I really like them. So I will use those more. They're those round things. They do confuse me. The round things confuse me. I might put them aside. You never know, I might find a use for them. Look at look at all these things I just print. I'm wondering if you can even see, can you? Yes, kind of. Right. So I'll just put these aside. That's not what I'm working on. That could be a project to do in this challenge, because it is a challenge for me. And then I've got the beautiful antique papery papers that I've printed out. Decisions. I might put that one out there. Okay. Well, why don't we just get on with it? We don't want to have too much. I mean, the more stuff I put out, the more confused I get. So I'll just put those. Oh, no, they fall in my bin. There, just stay there on the edge of the bin. And so what are my thoughts here? I thought if I would like to use that as well, I might like to use this one. And then I might like to... Is that going to be too much? Or maybe I could use... Or I could use this one here, and then use some of that one. I know, you know what I'm going to do? I know, I'm going to put a little bit of this on the background. So what I need to do is grab my ruler, and there's that nice little piece. I'll just trim off. Now this is bothering me here. Now, what about if I put it in front then? Sorry, there's going to be a bit of a learning curve with the microphone. Now I hope the microphone's working and I don't have to shout and everybody can hear me. Can you imagine? I'll have to do the video again if it doesn't work. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you the funny story. Well, I did mention that I was going to ask my dear sweet hubby, was there a special button in the iPad that I had to click to get the microphone to work? And I did also mention that I was trying it out, and basically it worked one time and I couldn't figure out what I'd done, and then all the other times it didn't appear to be working. It took him literally, should I say it, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And he'd just fallen out of bed. I hadn't even had a coffee yet. It took him 2 seconds to figure out what was going on. I don't know if I should tell you. I'm going red thinking about it. Basically, it was working. I just had to, because it plugs in the side of the iPad. I'm sure you're all saying I just had to unplug it, and then I could hear it. I don't know if I'm explaining that properly, but I basically just had to unplug it. So I had to plug it in, do my test, say testing 1 2 3, and then to hear it I had to pull it out because it was plugged in the headphone hole. So obviously if you've got something, which I didn't think about, if you have something plugged in the headphone hole, then you can't hear any sound in your iPad. I have no words. I mean, Stefano was crying laughing. I was crying laughing. I went bright red. and basically he said to me, cuckoo, cuckoo. Oh my God, I should be telling you this. My sister's going to be crying laughing. Oh, she's going to have something to say about it. It's, oh, what a ding-dong moment. I had a serious ding-dong moment. So there are no special buttons in your iPad to press. You just plug it in, talk, pull it out, and then you can hear yourself talk. There you go. That's all you have to do. And I was thinking there's a special button. I can't see it. Why is it not working? So there we are. We know the extent of my dingy-linginess. It's quite widespread. Okay, I've done it now. Now I have no words. I can't speak anymore. It's just too much. Oh, I like Tracy's scripty paper over the top. Now I think I'm going to tear this one. Let's change the subject off my embarrassing moment for the day. Oh dear. Now I can't tear straight. I'm all emotional. Oh no, I'm stuffing it up. Let's go. Let's see if I can do it that way. That's a little bit better. Throw that out. Okay, it doesn't matter. It can be jagged. Who said it couldn't be jagged? Just want to make sure I keep enough of it. I don't know if this is going to work, what I'm doing. Don't know. I'm layering it. I've covered the book page. The book page is really just my base, so I don't have to throw it out. I'm just going to go for it. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm still shocked by my dumb moment this morning. At least Steffi started his day with a laugh. I could say that. He started his day off well. Okay, here we go. I think it's already... Oh, it's already midday. Going up to have lunch with him today. And then I'm going to get the hair done. It's that time. I haven't had it done since the 11th of February. It needs to be done again. So I know I kind of covered up the papery, but I wanted a little bit of floral poking out, but not too much, because then I wanted to, what did I want to do? I wanted to see if I had a nice floral. And where did I put those? Here. I wanted to see if I had a nice floral that I could, like a spriggy sort of floral, not these. These are all, I've kind of sorted out my papers into sort of printables, so other people's printables, and then public domain things, and then yes, and then public domain things. So what I wanted was, oh, isn't that lovely? That's just lovely. It's too big. Oh, I would love that on there, but it's too big. I'm going to put that aside. Oh, it's just beautiful. I love it. So I'll put that down there. Now this is what I wanted to look at. These. They're too small. I'll just slide on up. I think I'll probably off screen. These are too small. Don't think I want any of they're all too small. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm getting in relaxed mode and talking quietly again. But hopefully now that I've got a microphone pinned to my jumper, you probably can hear me. That's the hope anyway. Okay, none of those. That one's nice. Gosh, these images are beautiful, aren't they? They were such clever people in those days when they did these illustrated botanical thingies. Such clever chooks. Okay, nope. That one could be nice. You see the full extent of my printing here. They're from, I don't think any of those are right. They're from, what do you call it? Graphics Fairy, those ones. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want any of those. No, I don't think there's anything in these. Let me just see here. I printed those ones off the page. What a ding dong. Some of those could have been nice if they weren't printed off the page. Okay, and then I do also have this lovely book. I think I've flashed this to you before, but I don't know if I want to cut any of these out. I think that, let me see if there's anything that's appropriate. Ooh, ooh, could like that. Ooh, no, that's too big. Oh, you see, now you have the dilemma. I have two of these books, guys. One for keeping and one for using. So don't panic. I know it's terrible to tear these lovely things up, but that's what I bought it for. Because it has been commented to me, how do you do that? Well, that's what I bought it for. And when I really like something, I buy two. That's a goodie. Oh no, very bad tearing. Terrible person, terrible person. Okay, I think out of that one, that's it. So you'll just have to bear with me. I'm going to cut a few things. Got more scraps. Scraps just keep on coming. This one won't take too long to cut. Oh, I've snipped the, I was going to say I've snipped the wing, I've snipped the leaf. What was I thinking here? I don't think any of that will work. So that's a process of elimination. And then I did think maybe, possibly, something like this could be good. So we'll cut it and then we'll decide. So I'll just do that quickly. I hope everybody had a really nice weekend. I had a bit of a flapping about kind of day yesterday. Just really didn't do too much. I did my video obviously because you all watched that. I went to the antique market. I got a bit anxious because I wasn't doing anything. That's what happens when I don't. Sometimes I can't get myself to sit down properly and get things done. I start to feel anxious because I know I've got quite a bit to do. Like I have a couple of orders to do, and I also, you know, you've got to keep the momentum going and creating new things. And I've got a few new things on the go, but I'm not really progressing very fast because I'm procrastinating and mucking about, not doing much. I didn't clean my house. I didn't do that either. That's really irritating to me. I need to clean and I haven't done that. I keep putting it off. I did do a little bit of washing. I washed my new grain sacks. That was something that I did straight away. So yeah, and then I get frustrated and anxious when I'm like that. So, and today I'm not going to get much done because I'm going up to have lunch with Steffi and then getting my hair done, and then I'll be back down. Then I have to pick up Lulu from her KET, the English thing, and then I'll come home and it'll be that time to cook dinner, the annoying dinner. Can't avoid dinner. Last night I didn't have to cook. I went to my mother-in-law's. Oh my goodness, she cooked us, I'll tell you. So I'll just have a sip of coffee. She cooked us. She made fresh pasta. Now they're called chitarra, which means guitar, because basically she has this wooden sort of thing. It's kind of like, see, I've got this wooden box here. So it's not like this, but it's kind of long, and then it's got all these strings that look like guitar strings that go across. Strings, like they're metal strings that go right across, and they're quite close together. And she makes her sheet of fresh pasta, and then she pushes it down into the strings, and it cuts it, and it makes like, or it makes, yeah, they're different shape to the tagliatelle because they're not flat. They're kind of rounded, but it's fresh pasta. Anyway, she made those. And one, see, they've got this, the grandparents' house, Steffi's grandparents' house, still in San Leo. And so They have about 17 hectares of land up there, up the side of the mountain. And so this is asparagus time, wild asparagus. So my mother-in-law goes and gets the wild asparagus from the hillside. And then she also got these little tiny, they're sort of like pinhead sort of mushrooms. They're called prugnoli. They're really yummy. She has secret spots up the mountainside. It's so funny, I'll have to tell you that story too. Secret spots up the mountainside where the mushrooms grow. And so she made us one pasta with the asparagus, and she didn't put the asparagus with the prugnoli because otherwise it overpowers the flavour of the delicate. These are very delicate flavoured sort of mushrooms. And so we had that. We had two pastas. Obviously small servings of each. One was the wild asparagus, and then that just picked that day, and the other one was the prugnoli. It was so yummy. And then she did a roast veal for us, vitello arrosto. But when we say roast, it's not done in the oven. They do it in a really good deep sort of pan on the stove with I know she doesn't put any veggies in with that one, but she cooks it a really long time, and it makes this really yummy sauce. So that was our dinner. Now back to the mushroom hunting. So my mother-in-law is one of 5, and she and her older brother are the ones that go up to the house the most, and they have the veggie patch and everything. And both of them have secret mushroom finding spots. Like they can go and sometimes they find porcini mushrooms and that sort of thing. And so even her brother, they don't even share their secret spots with each other. So sometimes like they have their older sister, and their older sister sort of, she never washes the dishes after lunch up there. She sort of races out, lets them do all the cleaning, and she races out up the mountainside to try and get there first. But she doesn't know where all their secret spots are, so they try and nip out when she's not looking, so she can't find their spots. But my mother-in-law was very upset because someone's found their secret spot, like another person, not even in the family. So she's not happy about that. That's a very long-winded story. But just passing the time while you watch me fussy cut. I think I would like to cut this one. Yes, so that's quite funny. I find that really funny that they don't even share their secret spots with each other. But it's the reason why they don't share with their older sister is because she doesn't help them. She just goes out and tries to get there first and take it all for herself. So, yes, so anyway, the family dynamics. Right. Aren't they? Isn't this low? It's very nice quality paper. It's very thick. Okay, so my coffee's getting cold, but I don't want to keep you too long while I'm fussy cutting. And I have to go out in a minute. I'm in my tracksuit, my tracky decks. Now, tracksuit in America would be, what do you call it, a jumper? Like, you know, your sports sort of tracksuits. I don't know what you call them over there. Yeah, it's like your sportswear. Like I've got a hoodie on, and then I've got tracksuit pants on. Or does Gail call them yoga pants? But I don't know. I don't know what they're called in America. Jumpsuit, tracksuit, sweats, maybe sweats. In Australia, tracky decks. Got my tracky decks on. Very comfortable. Let's just say that. Lulu loves being in her tracky decks as well. But she always looks very fashionable in hers. She's able to dress it up. I miss the fashion gene. I think it must come from the Italian side of her. They're all very fashionable. She certainly knows her own style, Lulu. I think Sarah would agree with that. Sarah thinks it's quite funny because she has a boy. She's not used to it. We haven't heard from you for a while, Sarah. Just calling out to you. I know you're very busy, but you know your rugby season's starting now because it's nearly winter, and your hockey season, and then you'll have even less time. Maybe you should slip a video in before you get really crazy busy. Right. Nearly there. This will not be a very long one. Okay, I just swept the floor. Oh, see, I knocked the cord. Sorry. Are we on in focus? Yes. Oh, and now it's unstuck. Well, I'm just going to leave it dangling in front of me, and hopefully it doesn't come on screen. I'm going to have a sip of coffee, and I'm ready now to decide. I'm really liking this. Even though I covered up a lot of the paper, I'm liking the layers. So one option would be to have that I think that's a bit it's a bit blendy, isn't it? The other thing I wanted to do possibly was to put a bird as well, and possibly a stamp, or shall we say it, a label. What about a label? We like labels. Labels are good. So I've got some birds over here, but I don't know that these birds are really doing it for me. That bird is nice, but he's too big. I need something that's... No, that's really not what I'm thinking at all. What's this bird like? He could fly down there like that. I'm thinking this is not going to work, this one. So let's move it off. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. Or the other option would be this one, and not this bird though. I think that might be too much, not enough contrast. Just let me try something else. No, those birds are too small. I did buy a birdie book. Where's the birdie book gone? There might be something in here. I got this book the other day, the garden book. However, what I have found is, see, some of the images are really great. There are quite a few, no, they're quite good images. I was looking at it yesterday, and I was thinking, oh, the birds are all very small, but they're not all very small. So this is quite a good book. There you go. The Complete Garden Book, Garden Bird Book. How to identify and attract birds to your garden. So there we go. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to go back to my first option. I did cut some of these birds out, but I don't know where I put them. Well, that's not very clever, is it? It's quite a nice bird. I like the yellow and black one. Oh, no. Okay, well, I think I'm going to do my first option, because then I have to go out. So I'll take that one off. I really did like this, and I like my little graphics fairy bird there, and I'm going to put something there, and then we will it's gone a bit cold. I think it's been a cold snap in all of Europe. Yesterday was quite chilly. It was there was quite a cold breeze. I really like that. I really do. Very good. And I'm going to glue the bird. See, not too many things. When you've got some nice digi papers, you don't have to do too much to make it look nice. Well, in my opinion anyway. In my learned opinion. Now I'll just move those fussy cut things, because they can go into the ephemera book. I'll fix that up afterwards, because we've got too much stuff here, and part of it is really just keeping yourself organised, says me, and I'm in the biggest mess. My mess has extended to the lounge room, because literally I couldn't fit in here, so it's all in the lounge room. And I'm just going to see, I'm probably not on screen. Well, you know, that's it. There you go. Instant success. Very happy. Very, very happy with that. If I do say so myself. I'm off screen at the moment. I'm just trying to, here we go. Just trying to open the, you know, peel off the sticky. Up there or down there? No, I like it more there, even though it does cover very, very slightly the, I hope I don't put it on crooked. Yeah, I like that. I do. And then on the back, I was going to use, I'll just tear that piece off. I like that. Just taking the little bit of the white off. Tear that off. This is Tracy Fox. That's a Tracy Fox. And so I'll put those here with my other papers. Try to keep myself in order. I mean, that could be very nice. Why don't I just do that? I would like to get that label into it. So I'm going to put my ruler on the short side, as has been very kindly suggested to help me, to help avoid those ding-dong moments. There we go. That's good. I was able to line it up quite easily there. And then I need to get my paper here, my book page, and I'm covering up the book. I mean, it is very nice book paper, but the thing is, I have a lot of it, so I really don't want to keep all of this book paper. And we're going to have the nice yellowed, sort of naturally yellowed ecru. Isn't that a wonderful sound? The ecru edge hanging out. So so we will get the idea that there's a book page, some book pages under there. They're very fragile, so it is advisable to cover them up as much as possible. I do like this. I'm very happy with this one, I must say. Bit of a bloody blah today. Okay, much better than yesterday. I'm feeling much better than yesterday. Yesterday was a bit of an off, non-event day. Besides the antique market, I did enjoy that, and there were lots of sellers yesterday. In my town, quite often, it's a small town, and quite often, you know, there's the regular sellers that I do like to buy things from. I'll just get rid of that. It's a bit sticky. That I do like to buy from, but that's it. There's nothing new and exciting. Now, there was one that I had bought all of those wonderful magazines from. They weren't there, so I was disappointed. I was hoping I might be able to find some more of that sort of stuff. So I didn't find anything like that yesterday. But I did find the grain sacks, and really nice ones, really interesting ones. So I was pretty excited about those, because those are hard to find, as you know. Okay, so that's done. And now all is left is the stitching. Now I might as well just, what's the time? Yep, got a few minutes. And then I'll go and get ready. It doesn't take me long to get ready, because, as I said, I'm not very fashionable. Just throw on the jeans and something else. Right. So let's just grab a bit of, oh, I like this. I do like this sort of, I don't have my, where are my fabric scissors? Oh, here they are. I like this quite often. I'm going to actually cut it in, that bit off, and then cut it in half. Okay, just dropped it on the floor, and that's going to go there. So I'll bring my sewing machine over and we'll stitch it. And that journaling, I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Very good. Okay, so we'll grab this. I'm really happy with this one. So what I want, I mean, 100 days, that's really a lot of collaging, isn't it? So I'm going to have to eventually think about it, and helps turn the sewing machine on. I'm going to have to think about it and see if we can come up with something different each time. Because otherwise it's just going to be the same old all the time. So this is really going to push me to think outside of my regular box. I really do like this. I need to make more of these. Okay, so that is it. It is done. Come on, cut. There we go. Oh, so there we are. That is what I made. Very fast, really fast. And I've got the beautiful Tracy Fox. I don't know what kit that was. Tracy, if you watch this, Tracy, can you please in your comment write what kit this came from, because I have no idea what. I think I bought a couple of kits from Tracy, and yeah, I'm not sure which one this is. I could probably look for it, but it'd probably take me a while. That's from the Graphics Fairy, and that's from the book, that beautiful book. And that's one of my labels, and then on the back I put a Tracy paper as well. Really lovely. Lovely. So when you've got some nice background sort of kits, papers, digital papers, you can really do so much with it with only a few elements. And you know, a lot of the hard work's done for you, because I mean, you get that instant nice page without even thinking about it. Yeah, so that's great. And also, as I mentioned, I think even yesterday, you don't have any shame in using them, because you can print them out as many times as you like and tear them up or do whatever you like. Anyway, I'm gas bagging. I got to go and get ready, go and have lunch, get my hair done, come back, cook dinner, and then be a blob. So thank you for watching, and I will be back tomorrow. Bye.